Hello everyone, this is Mother Crow with another garden tour video. I'm currently in my backyard about to show you my garden this year. It is June of 2025 and we've got a lot growing, so let's check it out. Okay, first up we've got these big planters that we've had for years. They are from my husband's father. And in this one we have a raspberry bush, and we got one raspberry off of it this year. Hopefully we get more next year. And then we've got some onions popping up in here as well. I've got a couple of pineapple plants just hanging here on this pole. Here we have some lovely strawberry plants in full bloom. Hopefully we get a lot of fruit off of it. Strawberries. We also have some spinach here. A couple spinach plants that are doing really well. We've gotten a few leaves off to make salad. Some green onions here that we're growing just for the top. Okay, and here's my back garden, which is also my main garden. We have my compost bin here where I compost all my yard waste. My seed starting thing here where I start all the seeds. I've got some dill started here and some lemon balm there, and then a lot of this is just weeds that came up, but you know, I haven't cleared them out yet because I don't know what I'm gonna plant next, so they're just gonna sit there for now as placeholders. And then here we have a type of sunflower coming up here. Then we have a lot of pumpkin plants. My kids went crazy with the pumpkin seeds this year, so we have a lot of pumpkin plants coming up here. They're on both sides. They're on that side and that side, so they're kind of everywhere. In the back, we've got wild nightshade and wild blackberry, as well as some wild English ivy that I'm just letting grow because it really helps with giving pollinators a place to hide and sleep and not have to leave the garden too much. It also provides food for the tomato hornworms. So they really like the nightshade. Look, there's a bee right there on the wild nightshade. Those purple flowers, beautiful purple flowers, are wild nightshade. And it's a bitter nightshade, so it's not edible. It's not one of the cool ones. Here we have a zucchini plant, and here's a tiny blueberry bush and a couple weeds in there I gotta pull. And then on this side of the garden, this is my potato. I did it in a bag this year, a potato bag. And then I've got a lot of tomato plants, which are doing really well, considering it's only June. Last year they were like half the size of June. Pineapple sage that smells amazing. Some basil. Some more tomatoes, more pumpkin. More tomato. More basil. More sage. That's the main garden there, and then on this side is the other garden. And here's the other half of the garden. We have some pepper plants. These are a spicy variety. I've got a couple of those there. I've got some radishes that have gone to seed, but I like to eat those little seed pods there, so it's okay. I've got a couple sunflowers here too. I kind of planted sunflowers all over the place, so it'd be nice to take another video when they're in full bloom. This is an avocado that I got from growing from seeds. There's a couple in here actually that I'll separate once they get big enough. That's a lilac bush. There's a tiny watermelon right there behind the lilac bush. Some onions. Some snap peas. I've got my very first flower here on my snap peas. I'm very excited about that. They look beautiful. And then I've got a row of mushroom logs and mushroom spawns. Shiitake here, oyster here that's been attacked by slugs. You can tell by all the slime on it. The slugs are really getting that. This one is turkey tail mushroom. That's another oyster and another shiitake. And then I have a lion's mane bag there. And this is another probably pumpkin. I'm not sure. The kids, like I said, planted them everywhere. So. And that's it for the backyard. And then I have a small front garden that I will show you now. Okay, and here's the front garden. There's not much up here, but I just want to show what is. I've got some carrots in here that I'm probably going to spread out at some point, and then there's mint here growing on the end. And then we've got a lot of wild lamb's quarters, which is really, really good to eat. We've got a lot of little tchotchkes or little decorations here. Sunflowers there, another little decoration thing. Most of these were painted by my sister when she lived here, and when she moved out she just left everything here, so we found them and we cleaned them up and brought them out here. So this is the front yard. Some basil plants, some lilies, some irises, just wild stuff that I found and planted to make look nice. And then a bunch of, like I said, little statues and things. I've got a couple miniature roses. They're not doing so good right now. They've been hit by a lot of bugs. But this one does have another flower, so hopefully we get some beautiful roses growing again. I might have to bring them inside, not sure. But that is the front yard. Okay guys, so I'm on the porch now, and I have a couple plants growing here too. These are my indoor house plants that I've just brought onto the porch and hung them on this old bed railing from my kids' crib years ago. So yeah, so I've just got these hanging, these cool little, that one's a prayer plant, indoor plants. Okay, and that concludes my garden tour video. I hope you like this. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and join me for more videos in the future. I do tarot, I do garden tours, I do witch tips and things like that. So just hit that subscribe button, okay? Thanks. Bye.